She's like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. I think I got a little bit discombobulated because I was like, is the camera recording? I think we hit the button, girl. Say hello. So, hi. This is my review for If Loving You Was Wrong. This is season 3, episode 11. My DVR, maybe my DVR, yes, I'm moving the camera. My cable reset itself. I have Comcast here in Michigan, and our cable box sometime it restarts to update stuff, and for some reason exactly at 10 o'clock mine started resetting itself, and I was mad because I was watching Black Ink Crew, and I'm like, why is my DVR not working? What's going on? And I seen your system is refreshing right now, and I was like, son of a bitch, because it was 10 and I knew that I was recording If Loving You Was Wrong. I was recording I think 2 other shows, whatever I recorded at 10 o'clock. So my DVR did not record the first 3-ish minutes of the show. So I ended up, what did I call? I called one of my friends and just said, what happened on the beginning? And they kind of explained the first 2 minutes to me. So the first 2 minutes are gonna be kind of I didn't see it per se, and I was like, I don't want to wait up till 1 o'clock to watch it again, even though it's 1:30. So I could have just waited and watched the beginning of it now, but I didn't, and I also didn't record it, so I still missed the beginning of it. But it was what it was. Anywho, I hope everyone had a great day. As I said, it's 1:30 in the morning, so hey, have a great Thursday. This particular episode, what I was told from my friend who I called to say what happened in the beginning, I was told the lady was outside giggling, cackling, or whatever because of the picture of Eddie and the little S&M stuff. But I'm like, y'all listen to a woman. Why is it that funny? I wouldn't have been, yes, I would if it was somebody I didn't like and they were embarrassing. Okay, but I'm not going to be going outside cackling like, girl, bye, go home. Where your kids at, damn it? Because Natalie, you have children. Marcy, your ass is pregnant. And Esperanza, you need to go to the damn 911 center and answer the phone calls. Because if you at the house or whatever, who answered 911 calls? Claudia ass still missing. You know what I'm saying? What's going on down at the 911 center? Okay? And Natalie, is you gonna ever go back to work? You ain't gotta go back to the burger joint? I'm saying, does Natalie just not work no more? Y'all do know she got her job back, and Shara ass ain't been back since. Who paying the bill? She was all an independent woman, making her own money. She went her own job, and now she's just laying around the house doing nothing. Girl, if you say so. So, I was told that Esperanza was jokingly saying how she should post or whatever. The person did not tell me if she said or if she posted it somewhere. I need to not call this person again because they just did not give good information. However, I don't think it was posted anywhere, but I think if it was, it would have been said somewhere else. But I'm like, I feel like, I would have posted. After all the bullshit Eddie done to her and to people in general, Eddie's a piece of shit. So I would have posted not once, not twice. I would have posted on Snapchat, on Instagram, on Facebook, on Black Planet, on MySpace. I would have just put it on every website available to me. Plenty of Fish, whatever website you have, ChristianMingle.com. Eddie would have been all over the world, in the USA and of every place in the world, Craig, everywhere. I would have posted that goddamn picture, and I would have put, this is what he loves, okay? That's what I would have did because I'm petty. Anywho, they supposedly heard the gunshots, since I love the flash, because as we do know, Eddie snatched Lucius's gun and thought pow, 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 shooting at Larry and Brando. But I said it last week. I said he ain't hit nobody. He's at all. I could tell that. I didn't have to wait for this episode to come back on to know that he didn't hit nobody. He just hit that couch. Now, I will say this. I don't know if he was purposely missing or if he missed on purpose. Again, because guess what I didn't see? The goddamn reaction. But it is what it is. Eddie was saying how he know where Larry live, he know where Larry's wife or whatever. He gonna kill, murder, death, kill, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Larry saying how, the charges he can bring up against Eddie for what he did. But I'm like, Larry, first of all, Larry was oh so nice. We like, oh my God, it's gonna be a guy who's gonna help Marcy, get over with Randall. And then come to find out, Larry is just as fucked up as Randall. Whereas Randall is a whole fucked up psychologist person. Larry's a whole fucked up lawyer person. Larry's the person when someone says, oh, so-and-so's lawyer screwed him over. They talking about Larry. Who screwed him over? Larry did. Who screwed him over? Larry's firm. Larry is a piece of shit. Larry is the quintessential bad lawyer. He's a good lawyer, but he's a bad person. So, that's what he is. Anywho, at that point, I'm like, I don't want to hear your story no more. I'm pretty sure my DVR gonna pick it up where it was. I was told that Lucian was over the pettiness and Lucian left, and I do know that for some reason, Larry and Randall ended up just going to sleep on the couch. I know that because I saw a part of it later. So this is where I come in. This is what I think. These would be from my views and my point of eyeballing or whatever. So I see Steven pull up on his motorcycle, and I'm like, you ain't in the cop car, Steven? How you pop? But he on his motorcycle in a leather jacket. I'm looking like, okay, why? Because ain't he the captain now? How you wasn't there earlier? And that was multiple gunshots because y'all already done shot Travis. That was one set of shotgun shells. One shot of shots being rang out, and then the second shot, with Eddie shooting. So I'm like, it's just a bad neighborhood. Hold on. This is, I'm not going to be racist and say that's what happens when black people move to the neighborhood. But, you know what I'm saying? All these black folks on this block, and they used to be oh so nice. Because remember, Natalie wanted to live over in this nice neighborhood. It's been shootings and murders and babies being born and white people kidnapping black people, putting them in coffins and dragging them to the country and trying to kill them. This is not a good neighborhood. This is not, the place to want to live. Ian should not want to move on this block, but he don't know nothing yet. So, when Steven pull up, Lucian look like he in his feelings because I guess Steven ass is late. But my thing is, Lucian, you the one trying to always be Captain Save him, and so I always come to the call of everybody. Lucian need to draw the line somewhere because Lucian not even a real cop. Lucian goddamn FBI. And for him to be FBI, a lot of bullshit keep going wrong. Lucian a bad cop, he's not a bad cop. But you ain't stopping enough things from happening for you to be FBI and a goddamn police officer. I need you to fix some things. You need to stop being so involved in everyone's stuff and focus on one thing at a time. What is my face? The hell's on my face? As y'all can see, I'm a little bit distracted, but it is what it is. So from there, we see Essie and Steven, how they flirt back and forth because, hey Esperanza, hey Steven. I'm so over them two flirting, and they just need to go ahead and get it on, leave it at that. Look, we ain't school kids. You was grown adult people in these worlds. This little schoolgirl flirting crap was getting on my dang on nerve. Steve like, oh, let me see the picture. She's like, oh, what picture? Oh, a picture of Eddie. Okay, back and forth. It is what it is. She said how she finna go home, and he like, well, can I come over? And she like, how late it is? And he like, but I just wanna. We can finish what we started or start over or something like that. Basically, he's saying, can I hit? Because as I told y'all before, don't look. Here in Michigan, I say all the time, ain't nothing open past 11 besides the bitch's legs and the Coney Island. And if you ain't hungry for no Coney Island, then you hungry for something else. So don't come to my house past 11 p.m. like, oh, can we chill? No, bitch, I'm going to sleep. Okay? No. So Steven is talking, he come over. He know why and she know why too. And she like, oh no, you could pull up on your little bicycle. That was a motorcycle, not bicycle, but whatever, Esperanza. She said, he says, no, I'm going to ride past your house. And if your porch light is on, I'm going to come over. And she like, my porch light on every night though. Bitch, if you don't want me to come over, cut it off. Just like Halloween, your porch light is on every night. But if you ain't got no candy, you cut your porch light off. If your porch light on Esperanza, you want that man to come get with you. So she trying to play this fake ass hard to get seen. And again, I'm over it. So, she like, I'm going home. I'll see you later. She get in her car. He get on his motorcycle. She then calls him, even though he is 4 feet away from her. And I'm like, You calling him as if y'all not in the same earshot of each other. And she called him to say, don't talk to me like that in front of other people. I don't want people seeing us talk like that. And I said to myself, but wasn't nobody out there at all. They didn't. You know how they'll, even if someone don't say something, they'll show someone standing around. Wasn't nobody out there. Yeah, 'cause I don't want them seeing us flirting back and forth or whatever. And he like, but what? Wasn't no one paying attention? No, wasn't nobody out there. Okay? And if they was, they didn't show them. So whatever. She then says, I'm going home and my porch light will be on, and then she hangs up. So that means she wanted to come over and have sex with her. It is what it is. Back in the house, in Lucian's house, Ian is still in there. They're making sure Kelly is okay. And, Ian is telling Lucian that he can't represent Kelly because of the whole discrepancy with Travis's family, being clients of the firm. And, he like, and if I represent Kelly, Larry gonna be pissed. I don't know what kind of hold Larry have on people. I don't know if Larry is the Bernie Madoff of the law world or what he got going on. If he's embezzling some money, stealing some money, getting all the church's money from Travis's people. All I know is, why is he so concerned about what Larry gonna do? Huh? Is Larry the leader and the CEO of everything? Cause look, man, fuck Larry. I'll be going too far sometimes. Lucian as ain't Ian, if he, like, no Larry like that, saying like, do you know if he's an S&M? I don't know if I would ever ask another man, as a man, if I was a man. I wouldn't ask another man if if a whole nother man is into S&M. I'd be like, man, I don't know that man like that. Ian did say, I try my best to stay out of his personal life, but I have heard, some stories about some wild parties he and his wife does have. But, I ain't into all that. Lucian then says how, Larry and Randall had Eddie tied up in this weird S&M stuff. It was kind of crazy. And, Ian says, look, Larry's a great lawyer, but, however, he's ruthless. And he's like, yeah, Lucian like, yeah, because Eddie, he's vowing revenge. And then Ian was like, I don't know. He might have met his match. He's like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, Larry is ruthless. You just never know. He probably met his match in Larry. I don't know of two people who I dislike if I want them being enemies, because then I have to pick which one I want to die. And at this point in time, I don't know who need to die right now between Eddie and Ian. They both can go, because clearly Ian is the bad guy, but he ain't did nothing to me yet. You know what I'm saying? Whereas Eddie done so much stuff. I need them to just cut his head on up. I need Eddie to die like, I need like both his legs to be broken. I need like a couple black eye. I need Eddie to die like a horrible, painful, just because he's just torments people, and he's a racist on the show. He's just a bad person on the show. So I need him to have something really bad. But if Eddie take out Ian, could I be upset? Because I don't like Ian ass either. I need Lucian to kill them both. That would help me. But they're not going to do that, because, hell, we still don't know where the hell Andrew body's at, or what's going to happen with Pete. So, it is what it is. However, Kelly is saying how, because Ian then leaves, because it's late or whatever, and Kelly is talking a little bit more, and she's saying how she can't sleep, you know what I'm saying? Nellie's letting her know, she's going to get through this, and Luke's like, yeah, you're going to get through this. Y'all don't know that. Y'all know that. We don't know that. So, the next thing we see, Essie ass back in her house, sitting up with her naked lady lingerie, and saying we hear we hear Steven knock on the door, and she like, come in. What if it was a burglar? Well, burglars are not, but they do if they want to be up. They will if they want to be like you up or not. You know what I'm saying? Because people do. In Detroit, it was a story on the news where someone was at somebody walked up to somebody's house with a gun and rang the dang on doorbell, and the lady had cameras, so of course she didn't open the door. But what does a man with a gun? You just said, come in. The same way Kelly ass happened with Travis. Okay? You better learn to open your door and see who it is before you say let him come on in. Anywho, Steven come in. He like, oh my God, you look so beautiful. And I'm like, what the fuck is your daughter? Your daughter been gone for like 4 seasons. Is she really your daughter? Like, Casey Anthony, is she alive? Like, I don't trust when they be like, my kid always gone and we don't know where the kid at. Like, I don't like that. That's weird. It's like the Family Matters when the younger daughter was there one season and was gone the next. where the fuck she go? You know what I'm saying? Uh, I be going too far sometimes. I'm sorry, people. So from there, he come in. They have a whole back and forth thing where she like, do you only want me for my body? What does it matter when you sitting there half naked? You offering yourself up on a platter, and you invited the man over and said your pork like belongs. So, girl, even if he did just want you for your body, you enticing him. You want him to take your body. So, what does it matter? Anywho, he say no. I like I like you. You have to bring you coffee. She's like, yeah, but even at work you don't say much. He said, yeah, because I'm respectful because what I'm saying, know who you are. But he then says how he's not scared of Eddie, And she's like, really? Eddie has ran off any boyfriend I've ever had. He's like, oh, it's a boyfriend, huh? And she's like, you're not my boyfriend. I'm not your girlfriend. I'm just saying, like, any guy I've gotten close with, Eddie has ran off. I mean, he didn't run off Julius, whatever the drug dealer name was. The drug dealer dude tried to kill Eddie. And he still want Eddie dead. Where's Julius? Where's Ben? Where's Claudia? Okay? Lord Jesus, all these people are just missing. They're having this banter back and forth or whatnot. And, it's clear that Steven likes being dominated. Because when she was talking, he kept saying, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And my thing is, ma'am to me ain't sexy. Like, don't yes, ma'am me. You yes, ma'am someone when you are just trying to be dominated. I'm like, he like being told what to do. Like, he gonna be like, yes, madam. It's gonna be something weird. He gonna want to get spanked or something. He gonna want to have like a whole S&M weirdness thing or whatever. So she then says, take your clothes off really slowly. For what? You ain't got all night? Do I go to work in the morning? Girl, you better quit it. She then tells him, I'm going to sleep with you when I want to sleep with you. I will have you when I want to have you. When I want to see you, I'm going to see you. And when I say it's over, it's over. And he was like, yes, ma'am. And she's like, get on your knees. And he got down there and he ate her box. And it was what it was. But again, the whole scene was like, he likes to be dominated. She really likes him. And she just wants someone I think she said, I like how you didn't run from Eddie. I think she's looking for someone who can challenge Eddie. And she don't care if it maybe get them beat up or murdered. That's what I think it is. But, it is what it is. The next scene we see is like the next morning. And Alex and Brad is at home. And, Alex come downstairs and Brad at the little nook. And she's like, hi, where's the kids? He's like, oh, you already got them ready for school. They already gone. And she's like, oh, well, you didn't wake me up. He was like, no, for no reason to. She's like, oh, okay. Well, can I get a hug and a kiss? So he gives her a hug. He gives her like a little peck on the cheek or whatever. And she like, that felt forced. Girl, Alex act as if she didn't cheat on this man and have a whole black baby on her white husband. And yes, I said a whole black baby. Because my thing is, sometimes I feel like if a person cheats, the baby will always be a reminder. But it ain't no reminder like a reminder that we is white and that baby black. The same equivalent it would be of if a black couple cheated or whatever, if somebody cheated within the black couple, and we got 2 black children and we got this 1 white baby. You really cheated. Like, cause in a circle, if it's 3 black kids, sometimes you won't, you gotta look, you like, oh wait, oh yeah, that one ain't mine. But you know what I'm saying? But you have to think about it sometimes. If you see 2 white kids and 1 black kid playing together, and they're in the house, and they're like, mom, 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 and then the 1/3 one says, hey, Brad, cause that ain't your baby. And you black. But I'm sorry, I'm petty. So, he's like, look, he's still a little bit upset. And, but I'm like, why she acting as if she didn't cheat on this man and they're trying to get back on track? And she's like, look, I know what you're thinking. I didn't go over there and tell Randall. I did not do that, and I want you to believe me. And he was like, okay, you didn't go tell Randall, and okay, I believe you. Brad, like, look, Alex, I barely like you, so you know what I'm saying? Just be happy I'm still here. So he's like, I already ate when she tries to make him breakfast. And she's like, oh, did you leave me some? And he was like, no, I ain't know what you want. She was like, well, has it been that long? And he was like, well, yeah, it's been like a lifetime. But I'm like, all you probably had was some bacon and eggs and some sausage and some toast. I'm pretty sure she ate them regular foods. He acted like he made barbecue ribs and some crawfish. And she might have wanted some, some catfish and some some what? Some catfish and some coleslaw. I mean, you made breakfast, Brad. But Brad, I'm like, that was a petty thing to say. I know what you want. Bitch, you want breakfast. What the fuck? So she's like, I'm trying here. No, what she say? No, so she said that he then said, I'm finna go outside and wait for Marcy. And she was like, what? And he was like, yeah, I'm waiting for her to bring my car back. Remember, she has Brad's car. And then she was like, you can't wait in here with me? And he was like, Alex, I'm not gonna do this with you. And she was like, what are you talking about? He was like, I'm not gonna have this jealousy. I'm not playing this whole jealous game, and I'm not doing all of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying here. This is very hard, but I'm trying, but I'm not going through the jealousy stuff. And she's like, fine, okay. And, he go outside and he wait. So then what do we see next? Essie and Steven get up or whatever. She like, you got to get up and leave. He like, oh, wait a minute. And she's like, no, I told you when it's over, it's over. He was like, I'm not trying to stay. I'm just saying, let me get my clothes until I got to go. She's like, oh, well, okay. So she like, yeah, don't be at work all looking at me and smiling and stuff and trying to, kiki and all my face. He like, what are you talking about? He like, you think you're that good? And she was like, yeah. And he was like, well, you were, but you know what I'm saying? I'm just as good. She then tells this man, I've had better. Bitch, what? You don't. Essie really on her high horse. And the reason I feel like it's some bullshit is because that ain't even your house. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, Eddie has every run of that home. You ain't the shit, and you can't say your coochie is the best until you are able to afford your own house that your ex-husband can't come to whenever you whenever you feel see fit. So, miss me with the butt. Essie just gets on my nerve a little bit. She just too much on her little high horse. I need her to come just ride on down a little bit. So again, they going back and forth or whatever. I really don't care. He's saying where your daughter at? She at my mama's house. Oh, okay. And then he said, well, you know what? I know how to sneak in and be quiet. So if you ever need me to come through after she go to bed, just let me know. First of all, because first she said, my daughter comes first. But then when he said that, she said, oh, I'm happy to know that you have experience in that. Bitch, what comes first? Your daughter or your coochie? Which I'm just trying to figure out which one it is. So anyway, he leaves and it is what it is. The next thing that we see is Marcy and Ian gives Marcy a call because he wants to close on his house faster. And she's like, okay, what do you have, financing? He was like, oh, no financing needed. No, I got cash on hand. Okay, Ian. Hey, Ian. So, she's like, can I ask you a question? Is Larry... I think she's like, is Larry, would he break, attorney-client privilege? And he was like, you would have to ask him that or whatever. And she was like, well, it's just a weird thing that I saw him last night. He was at my ex-husband's house, but he's my lawyer. And a secret that only he knew, my husband know. And I just wonder if he would break privilege. And so again, he said, well, you need to let him know, ask him that or whatever. So then they hang up the phone. And then she calls Larry. Now, when she calls Larry's phone, of course, the phone ringing to wake up Randall and not Ian, which is weird because if my phone ring, I'm gonna wake up. But I guess Ian had more to drink than Randall, so Randall wake up and he sees it's Marcy's number. So when he answered the phone, he didn't say hello, but when she realized someone answered the phone, she just starts talking. That was stupid. When I call someone, I need them to say hello. I need to hear their voice to be sure it's them, especially if I'm saying some information that I don't want anyone else to know. But anyway, she said, I can't believe you told him I was pregnant. And he's like, oh, so you are pregnant with that bastard's baby. And she's like, who is this? And he was like, oh, you don't recognize your husband's voice. And she was like, why are you answering his phone? He all upset. So you're really having this baby? She's like, yep. Does it make you mad? So of course they have their whole banter back and forth because they hate each other. And she kind of like hangs up on him a couple times. He called her back, I think like twice. She did end up hanging up on him for the last time. And but she does say like, yes, I am pregnant with his baby. And that of course just pissed him off or whatever. So Randall gets stuck. Remember, Larry kept telling Randall he wasn't talking about Marcy. So now Randall's upset. Randall get up and he get a mop bucket and he fills it with water and he throws it on Larry, but also on his couch. I'm not getting my couch wet for nobody, okay? I would have just pulled Randall. I would have pulled Larry's ass off my couch. I would like yank the pillows from up under him and left it at that. So Randall throws some water, wakes him up, and he's pissed. You lied to me. You know she is pregnant. I can't believe you lied to me. Get out my house. And Larry's like, that's not. No, that's not true. Da, da, da. The weird part, not even the weird part, but the part that stopped for me was Brad stopped and just stepped to Larry and said, get out my house. And he said it, and it made Larry stop dead in his tracks. And he said, okay, as if he knew what that meant when Randall got, my hair falling out, when Randall got that upset. So I'm like, okay, so they have a lot of history where they have probably both seen each other to the highest point of festivity, but it is what it is. So, when Larry gets out to his car, he, sees his phone and he sees the calls from Marcy or whatever. So then he calls her and she's like, Randall, if you come, he was like, no, this is Larry. I'm so sorry. She's like, what kind of game is this? I can't believe you. Why would you do this to me? Blah, 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 blah. And he's like, I'm just so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. He then tried to laugh that he didn't tell Randall, but she's like, whatever. She's like, you know what? You're fired. And she hangs up, and he like, oh, shit. I mean, because, again, Larry is a bad attorney. I don't care what nobody say. My thing is, I don't care how drunk you get. You should never be so drunk as a lawyer where you break spousal privilege. You break attorney-client privilege, which means he's probably done it before. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just what it seems like he's done. So, from there, Randall then goes outside to go to Brad's and Alex's. And, Brad is on the porch waiting for Marcy to come get with his car. So Randall walk up like, so, she's pregnant, huh? And he's like, what? And he was like, she's pregnant with the baby. And he was like, what are you talking about? And he was like, Marcy, she's pregnant with the baby. And he said, oh, yeah. I'm looking like, so Brad is going to go along with this lie that Marcy is pregnant with a baby, which is nice simply because he don't want Randall to harass Marcy the way Randall was harassing Alex. Because Marcy didn't get herself in that situation because she probably got pregnant with her husband before all of this happened. But because it came Brad, baby. So, him and Brad going back and forth or whatever, Brad then like, how did you know she was pregnant? Did Alex tell you? And he was like, oh, yeah, she did know. Yep, she told me. Yep, she told me. Brad was like, when did she tell you? Oh, yeah, she told me last night. He was like, around what time? And he was like, well, I don't know what time it was. It was really late. I don't know where you were. Because, again, Brad left with Marcy last night. So they kind of going back and forth. He like, yeah, she came over and told me last night, she said that Marcy was pregnant with the baby, that she couldn't take it, that she was mad, and that she wants me back. I'm like, why you just add the shit? So, from there, Brad like, you're lying. He's like, I'm not lying. This fool Randall said, you know what I'm saying? As a man, I want to tell you the truth because the last time you didn't know, and this time I want you to know. Motherfucker. I said, this nigga Brad is tripping. Randall is tripping. So, Brad is there saying, well, yeah, she's pregnant with my child, and if you want to talk to her, she'll be here in a minute. She's coming to get me. And he was like, yeah, in what car? And then Brad said, so you did put sugar in her tank. Because remember, her car got messed up. How would Randall know her car was messed up unless he did something to it? So he was like, you know what, Randall, get off my property. He's like, I'm on the sidewalk. He was like, Randall, get out my property. If you thought that letter was something, you ain't seen nothing yet. They whole little thing. Randall ends up walking away. And I'm just over it because I'm like, why? Marcy lying about who she pregnant by. Alex lying about who her baby daddy is. Randall lying about Alex telling him that Marcy was pregnant, that Marcy wants him back. Brad is lying that he's the baby's father. I'm just like, everybody's lying, and all because Randall is batshit crazy. Just kill Randall. Matter of fact, let Randall, Eddie, and Larry just be in the house and let it catch on fire. Let them all die. You know what I'm saying? 1, 2, 3, kill 3 monkeys with 1 stone. It is what it is. Because it's a full ass mess. So the next thing that we see, Kelly is kind of back to normal. She's having to go talk to the police. And, Natalie and Lucian is like, you know what I'm saying? It's been a long night. They didn't get much sleep. Natalie didn't go to bed till like 4 o'clock in the morning. They say how Kelly was up all night or whatever. But they like, she gotta go talk to the police. So, they go to in the morning, they go to the front room, and she's like, It's a beautiful morning. Almost as if nothing happened last night. You know you killed that man last night. Or not killed him. You know you shot that man last night, girl. So, she's like, have you guys heard anything on Travis? And, Lucian's like, no, we haven't heard any news. And, he's like, but we got to go down to the station. She's like, okay. Okay, so she's nervous. She's crying, she's hugging Natalie or whatever. But eventually she took her ass down to the station. It was what it was. We then see Ian and Larry at the office, and Ian goes in. Larry is drunk and hungover. Well, he's not drunk. Larry has a hangover. You know what I'm saying? He's like, oh, don't talk so loud. Oh, I'm so tired. Secretary, give me some coffee or whatever. Because I can't think of the name he called her. And, Ian then says, we got a problem. He's like, oh, what is it? You know what I'm saying? He's like, Travis was shot last night. And he's like, what? He's like, yeah, and his parents want to have a whole press conference today at whatever time. And he was like, oh, crap, who shot him? Oh, the ex-girlfriend. He like, oh, yeah, the girl who was stalking her. Ian's like, nah. He like, that's the other problem. He's like, there's a lot of evidence that Travis was actually stalking her. And he's like, what? And he was like, no. She was talking to him. He was like, no. The tracking device on his car showed that he rode past her house in one day like 48 times. Like now, which is one day that they tracked. He's like, and also there's proof that he hacked into her accounts, defrauded them and said that he was her husband and opened up all these loans and stuff and messed up her credit. He's like, it's really bad, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. And then Larry then says, has the DA saw it? And he was like, no, not yet, but it's only a matter of time. He was like, nope, bury it all. And he was like, what? He was like, but she's innocent. Larry said, when did that shit start to matter? I'm like, see, he's a bad lawyer. So Ian is like, that's not fair. I was her attorney. I can't do this. Larry said, look, don't forget this is my firm. He like, but I'm a partner. He like, but I'm the senior partner and I'm the owner, whatever. And he was like, his family gives us millions a year. Again, he fucking with the church's money. And he was like, so we not gonna, we ain't going through all that. Like, bury all of it. And if it comes back on us, I'm gonna be really pissed off. And then I'm like, and Ian is like Ian mad. You can tell he's very, very upset. But you can also tell this probably ain't the first time that Larry has done it. This is probably the first time that Ian wasn't in agreement with it because he knew the person was innocent. We know he probably knew before, but probably the first time he just felt bad about it or whatever. So he like, all right, fine. So he walked away. I hope he don't do it. Come on, Ian, I like you. I can't hate all the men on the show. The only guy I don't hate is probably Lucian. Lucian don't get on my nerve. Brad sometimes do when he be trying to blame Kelly for shooting people. And I like Ian. Ian, I can't let you do that. Ian, just don't do it. Like mistakenly drop that shit somewhere. Like just do something with it. I don't know what. So the last thing we see is Kelly. Her and Lucian's going into an interrogation room. She's like, oh no, please not again. I don't want to go. He like, just calm down, just sit down. And she's like, my lawyer, he isn't calling me back. He's like, I'll call the lawyer. He said, but however, when they come here asking questions, he's like, don't say nothing until you get another lawyer. He like, just don't say anything. And she's like, okay. He was like, Kelly, just don't say anything. She's like, okay, but can you stay here with me? And he was like, I'll stay for as long as I can, okay. The other cop person come in, like a detective come in, and he was like, as he walks in, Kelly says, I'm not going to say anything until my attorney is present. And he was like, okay. But Kelly so-and-so, you're under arrest for the murder of Travis, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, he's dead? And he was like, yep. Now, clearly, I think that man lying. Then he trying to do something just to scare her. And clearly, I need Kelly to stop worrying about that goddamn Travis. That's the reason you in this predicament, because you care too goddamn much. You should have been killed that person. Okay, you should have killed him when he raped you. That's when you should have killed him. But when he, was in your damn trunk and he popped out like a damn jack-in-the-box and attacked you with that lady grass, then you should have killed his ass. Girl, stop feeling sorry for that man. Anywho, that's how it goes off. So, I'm excited to see the rest of the season. The preview for the rest of the season does look good. I'm just hoping they don't drag everything out. Because even though every episode has a little bit of progression, I'm still like, she killed Travis on one, well, she killed him on one episode. And then the next episode was about, he was in an ambulance. So this one, we don't know nothing going on. I don't want the season to end without us knowing if Travis is dead. If we don't find, well, damn, we still don't know if Andrew dead, so we might not ever find him. Look, I don't think, Well, it took us a 2 seasons to find out that Ramsey was dead too. Tyler, listen to me. You probably don't. If anybody knows Tyler, just send this to him. Tyler, don't fucking play with our emotions, okay? Don't do it. Anywho, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, people, and I'm all set for this particular review. I hope you guys enjoy. Please put your comments below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can also share my videos. Hit that little like button in the corner, and I will be back with you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a full day. I have the Real Housewives, Little Women Atlanta, 911, Scandal, How They Do It with Murder, and Growing Up Hip Hop. I don't know how I'm going to get all those reviews done tomorrow. Pray for me. But I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. Peace.